So I started a video, and it's funny when you don't have editing capability, the things that you say that you didn't realize. And I realized I had background music, which I always have background music when I'm playing. It's part of my life. And then I realized, oh yeah, that's copyright, so YouTube will probably squelch it. So anyway, I want to talk about these shelves. A friend of mine owns a cabinet shop, and it's a pretty big commercial shop, and they throw away a lot of wood. And so I go get it from him, and I reuse it for a lot of my woodworking projects. So this is a beadboard made from quarter-inch MDF that's veneered with maple, and then they route those grooves in it to make it look like beadboard. And then the trim, the outer edge for stiffening, is Baltic birch plywood. I believe it's 1/2 inch or maybe 5/8. It's really strong, really durable, and so I use that. Plus, it's lightweight. And use that, and the cabinets will be installed, or excuse me, the shelves will be installed inside the pantry. I'll screw some holes and screw into the pantry that way. It'll be really solid. I wanted to make them adjustable, but I just couldn't think of a way to do it and make the shelves so they wouldn't go flying around in the trailer if I hit a bump or something like that. So I think we'll be okay. So we're going to go ahead and prime 3 of them, and we're going to prime the rest of them. So I'm really new at this. I consider myself somewhat tech savvy, but when it comes to videography and editing, I have no equipment. I'm just using an Android phone to film this, and whatever I get, that's what I'm posting. So there are going to be mistakes. I'm going to misspeak sometimes. I know video editing takes a long time, and I would rather be doing than editing, so you're going to get pretty much unedited versions of these videos, and I don't expect to get a lot of likes or followers on this, but I'm getting old, and I just wanted to share some of this with anybody who might be going down my path. I've been doing woodworking for over 40 years. Had a little side business, did furniture and crafts, and used to go to arts and crafts shows and did a lot of custom work, clocks, did a lot of clocks. And it's getting harder. I hurt my back. It's getting harder for me to stand out in the shop, but I still enjoy it when I can. But someday maybe my grandkids will see this and see all the work that I put in this trailer, and maybe somebody that's looking for a little inspiration of how they're going to do their next project will see this and say, oh, okay, because I know that's helped me in working on this trailer. I've been on YouTube a lot, and I would say probably for me, lacking both the skills and even more importantly the confidence, for watching people on YouTube and some of the things they do, and I'm like, they can do that, and that's given me the confidence that, you know what, I've done a lot of things in my life. I may not know how to do a certain thing, but you're never going to learn until you give it a try, and you have to expect there's going to be some mistakes along the way, and that's okay. That's in my industry, we call that lessons learned. It's a valuable data point, and you use it to get better. So that's what I'm doing now. Building these shells was not that big a deal, but trying to figure out the 12-volt electrical system in this trailer, and how to hook it up to my truck and make sure that, so I have to install everything on this trailer. It's a 1972 Rancho El Rey that got a lot of water in it, and it was just destroyed. The wood was rotten. I replaced most of the wood. I kept the outer shell intact and then worked from the inside out, which typically is not the way you want to go, but that's the choice I made because I didn't have a big garage to put the trailer in and to strip it down and work on it when I had the means or the time. So, because it's outside all the time, I've had to keep a tarp on it. We get a lot of snow and it gets cold here, so in the wintertime I don't work on it. And somebody might say, why are you taking on that project? And that's a really good question. I guess everybody, I've done a lot of things in my life. I've had a lot of great experiences, traveled a lot, I've seen a lot of things. But as I'm getting older, this was kind of my modern day Everest. This was a hill that I wanted to climb. And hoping someday, maybe next year, I'll have the inside done, and then my wife and I can sand down the exterior and repaint it and get to go camping in it. That would be a huge blessing for my wife and I to be able to do that. We gave up camping years ago because of work, and neither of us wanted to sleep on the ground, and just weren't comfortable with buying and investing a lot of money in a trailer. Because I like to travel, but I like the comfort of a hotel bed. But as I'm getting older, my parents used to do a lot of camping, and it's kind of a comfort for me now to think about doing that, reminding me of my mom and dad. So I'm more than willing to answer questions. I don't spend a lot of time on YouTube, but and I've had one person respond, and I'm grateful to that person who responded. Your comment was awfully kind. And, I know there'll be some negative stuff too. Like I say, I'm not perfect about any of this. I'm learning as I go, and just not very long ago, I had almost given up doing this. It was a drudgery for me to come out and work on it, and now I really find it's a joy. I'm enjoying taking care of this and having a lot of fun with it. And we've got a really nice fall, and so it's been really easy to go out and work in the trailer, and a beautiful morning like this. Hummingbirds have just flown south, but we have a quail in the yard, and just right over here. I haven't seen them for a few days though, so they might be out visiting somebody else right now. It's a beautiful day, temperature in the mid-70s, I'm guessing, and the sun's just going to come up over the house here in a minute. It's going to get really bright right here. Okay, there's the prime coat on the bottoms, so we'll call that good.